So it has been quite a few years since I have posted anything, and I just went through a major uphaul where I added an Instagram under this name, and I changed my channel name completely to what I've been trying to do. And you know, everyone always just says to just do it. So here I am, just doing it. I think as an introduction to my channel, I thought I'd give a little tour of all of my pops, since my name is pop culture, well, part of it is, which halfway is going to be about that kind of thing, and then halfway about baking, which is where the pinch part comes in. I do have decorated cakes that I make, and then yeah, I'll just show you some of my pops. So I'm going to start my tour de pops with the main station, where I have all of my gaming pops. And that might make you immediately say, hey, wait a second, that big thing in the middle isn't from a video game? You'd be correct. That one is there because it's my favorite pop. It's the centerpiece of my whole collection. It's a more rare pop. I don't want to get caught up in those kind of details, but it's a 9-inch Sully. It came with Boo, who's next to him. I added Ross there very recently. She came out way later after him. Everything else, however, is gaming pops. I have all of the things that I love here. Not all of them, but all of the pops that are out for things I love I have. I also have my greatest love, Mass Effect, over here. See, there's one Andromeda pop in the front. I do have one hidden back there. I haven't found a place for her yet, and I don't very much care to, because Andromeda basically killed my favorite gaming franchise, so I'm a little bitter about that. Onward and to the right, I have the start, which is my Game of Thrones pops. And underneath, you'll see another outlier. There's a gaming pop over here. I'm sure fans will be able to see the two that are up here that don't belong. If you noticed earlier, there isn't really any room for more gaming pops, so I have to extend that. Everything else for these two shelves are either Pixar or Disney. Well, it's the same now, company bought out and all. And then I have some animation pops in the middle over here from Rick and Morty, Adventure Time. You'll see a classic over here. And then I also have some more, and then this delves into the anime pops, which I have quite a few of. Some of them have fallen down because someone doesn't like to stand. Which some people might ask, well then why just not keep them in box? To which I say, no. I prefer them out of box just so I can see them in their entirety. I'll show you an example of a pop in a second who, if he wasn't out of box, you wouldn't be able to see all the details. This guy's kind of an outlier, just sitting here alone with Asuna. But he actually has a mirror so you can see the tiny little child. If somebody just kept him in box, they would never see that little child in the back, which I love those kind of details, which is why I keep them out of box. I also have a second bookshelf over here, which has Doctor Who pops on the top, and then it has a combination of some more movies, TV shows, other things. As you can see, there's SNL pops over here, and one of them has fallen over. I need to get something to keep these pops up. So if anyone has any suggestions, I would definitely appreciate it. I've used that Quake clay, like the museum clay, and it just didn't work. But then I have some more over here. Lord of the Rings. I have quite a few really cool ones. The Balrog. And then I have some more of my favorite. This one's full of my favorites. I love this little Hellboy one that I got recently. And then I have my Buffy ones, which I love. He was my very first chase I ever found. Very special to me. And then I have some of my Quentin Tarantino pops over here. Scott Pilgrim, X-Files, Breaking Bad. And then down here it's mostly Marvel with American Horror Story kind of interjected in here. I got Thanos pretty recently. And then I have these wonderful shelves that my boyfriend built for me so I could fit all of my Harry Potter Pops because I have a ton of them. In fact, they're coming out with more, so the Once a Time Pops, Blue Tobias, and Rorschach are going to have to go somewhere else. I always have to resort. And then this bottom shelf is actually filled with my favorites. Twin Peaks, Stranger Things, Labyrinth, some Guillermo del Toro Pops over here. Some Futurama Pops up here. Sorry, I just had to share Garrus. He's one of my favorites, even though he's not a Pop. I have more Harry Potter stuff. I have to share that too because I'm just a huge fan of Harry Potter. I've been to Universal Studios, and that's how I got all those wands. I also have Star Wars and Ghostbusters down there, kind of just thrown in. And then some miscellaneous outliers over there, Kratos and Herschel. I have some basically a combination of music and horror pops over here. I got this one very recently. It's the most recent pop that I think I have. And I also, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. This is Aria. Aria, sit. Thank you. Are you sad that you haven't been introduced? Here you go, high five. Thanks, good girl.